the Lopes. They're going to need everyone tonight. They're down a couple of players that we will explain here as the game goes on. But it starts and it ends with the point guard. She leads them in scoring. She leads them in assists. Just a sophomore, Chloe Mann.
It's been so much fun to watch Chloe Mann grow this season as a player, as a person. When you talk about it's her team. She's averaging about 3 assists a game, 15 points last time out against Fresno State. And she can score, she can defend, and most importantly in this last half of the season that Kate kind of talked about, I think she's really distributing the ball really well. 9 assists against Fresno State, and that's the thing, the decision making in addition to all the other stuff. She's also extremely tough. And love to see her as just a sophomore being a part of this core group, hopefully.
I asked her this time of year, how do you feel? She said, I feel fine. I said, are you sure? She goes, I'm positive. This is what I played for, I worked for. Of course I feel beat up. This is a physical game. She's such a heart and soul player. Which brings us to our Fullerton Financial Planning keys to the game. What do you have for us, Jody Jackson?
Yeah, well, I love the defense they've been playing. It's no secret. I've talked about it time and time again, Darren. You know, they've given up 43 and 42 points in their last 2 games alone. I even go back to, you know, San Diego State. They gave up just 44. But sending the seniors out right, it was emotional what we just saw on this court. It was great to see. And you know they want to be sent out right with the home win. Block party for San Jose State. As I mentioned, it's Pato, 37 blocks, second in the conference. Also, Kalia Dillard, 24 blocks on the season. And can it be more than Maya? Maya Anderson, she's happy to carry the load, but can they get some complimentary scoring?
Yeah, it's been tough on the road for San Jose State for sure. And this conference has provided a gauntlet. Going back to Grand Canyon, you know, the conversations, I had pretty in-depth with Chloe Mann and with Juliana LaMandola, their 2 most important players. And I started with this question. Not, hey, do you guys think that you can win the conference tournament? I actually walked up to both of them and said, tell me why you won't win the conference tournament. Just like that.
I love that.
And they both pushed back and they said, there's no reason we can't. And I said, okay, then tell me why. They're starting to get into that mindset. Trust one another. They're down a couple of players. Faith Carson won't be unable to play. That's a presence that they needed. Carson's at 6'4". Holly Griffiths is not going to play as well. 2 players, 6'4", are very important. But sometimes you get the addition by subtraction. That group gets smaller. They've got to trust one another. And a player like Nora Moo becomes very important, the freshman, who probably in that 5 spot will play way more minutes today.
Yeah, and Nora Moo, she's another player we've seen really grow. Again, a true freshman out of Pinnacle High School locally. So, yeah, you would imagine she's going to get plenty of time. Is she up for that task? I believe she is. You know, she's only 5'10", but Inez Zuniga, another freshman, I love that she's using her size a little more, Darren. What a game she had at Fresno State. Really good, very efficient. 6 for 9 from the field, 8 rebounds. So, you know, and Casey Valenti-Paya, saw her out here a little bit gingerly walking. She's got an ankle injury today. She won't play, but hopefully she'll be back to play some more Lopes basketball.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker, certainly. Let's go. Let's do this thing. We're really glad you're with us today for Grand Canyon basketball. Kate, Jody, and I trust you've had a good weekend to this point. Defensively, Grand Canyon, a pretty darn good D team. They're 6th in the conference in points allowed. San Jose State, it's one of their weak spots, lining up for a triple. And by the way, shooting from distance, they do it all the time. The 2nd most active team. Now, they don't make many. They're the 9th best shooting team from long distance. They'll live and die by the 3. Turnover. And Grand Canyon will tell you that's a category we don't like our standing in. One of the highest tallies in the league at 18 per game.
Yeah, they take 25 threes per game. That's 32nd nationally, but they haven't had a whole lot of success in doing so.
Minute has disappeared. Grand Canyon with back-to-back really strong defensive games. Jody talked about it, allowing 43 in a win to Utah State, 42 on the road in a win against Fresno State. Pretty much unheard of as the shot clock disappears. And Katarina Anderson comes up empty. The senior from Nipomo, California, right back the other way, and a miss that time.
Yeah, Elsho's just letting it fly there. She thought she had a pretty good look at the hoop.
And she's on the ground, 50-50 ball. Basketball trickles out of bounds. Grand Canyon basketball. Elshos, of course, getting the start, celebrating her journey. One of the key returning players that opted to make this still her place to play basketball.
Yeah, and it was also cool to see, last home game, the players giving thanks to the cheer team, the dance team, the Havocs, the people that make this such a great place to play.
Yeah, wonderful environment. People still trickling in. A nice crowd today. The band always generates so much noise. This building. Bell's Hulse, unafraid. Shoot it, kid. Coming up off the mark. There's a second chance. Jeffries grabs the rebound. Anissa, 6 rebounds a game. One more time. You pencil me into the lineup, I'm going to let her fly.
Yeah, it hasn't exactly been the ball movement I talked about.
There's some ball movement, but a miss of a layup and a rebound for Caitlin. No traveling violation there. Up with it one more time. Tapped, kept alive. Man, downhill.
Nothing falling early, Darren.
And that continues.
I think Grand Canyon will settle into a little more of an offensive ball sharing type of situation, but not yet.
Jonas Chatterton, the head coach of San Jose State, earned this job back on April the 24th a year ago. 24 years of coaching. He's had a wonderful journey, and another miss. A lid on both buckets. These teams are 0 for 9 from the floor to start things. An offensive rebound, fighting for that basketball. One more pass, one more shot, one more miss. Until now. First bucket of the game, Winston Gandy is not enjoying what he's seeing. He points at 3 different bodies and says, you go into the game.
I can see why he didn't like that, the possessions, and then the fact that they were getting out-rebounded on the offensive boards.
At Global Credit Union, just like here at Grand Canyon University, the world is full of possibilities. The GCU family enjoys accounts with no fees, a convenient branch on campus, and a custom mobile app that makes it easy to manage your money. But you also get the Lope debit card with discounts on and off campus. Together, we're an unbeatable team. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
GCU Gandy unloaded. He was passionate in that timeout. Don't know that I blame him. These two teams are a combined 1 of 8. But I think what might frustrate him is the second chances, the opportunities, the 3 offensive rebounds. Again, a lot of offensive rebounding is luck, but a lot of it's heart and guts. And I think a coach will get really frustrated when a team has second chance, third chance, fourth chance.
Absolutely. I mean, you can run and gun back down the court, but when you look at it, you have to fight for those rebounds. They had 44 rebounds in their last game. That's been their bread and butter. So now we're seeing Nora Moo out there and a couple of seniors in Carly Johnson and Alasia Douglas that have been inserted into this lineup.
By the way, you notice Grand Canyon on the floor with the cheer and the dance team. San Jose State finishing their timeout. It's as if Winston Gandy said what he had to say and said, "Be gone with you," and went and sat back down. Passionate. I love it. Get things going. Let's see if this wakes up this squad. Moo, mid-range jumper. There's your bucket. Nora Moo. This is a big opportunity for her, not only today, next couple of games in the tournament as well.
Well, she made that look easy. Catch and shoot. She had space. Why not? She knocked it down.
Nora averages 3 points a game. She averages 12 minutes a game. Turnover, traveling violation. Anderson sends it back the other way.
And can they take advantage of that turnover here and have another good offensive possession?
Right now, basketball in her hands. I'd love to see a big game for Alasia Douglas. For whatever reason, she's been stopped up, been unable to really find her game. Maybe it's confidence, not quite sure. An early enter into the game for Dougie, as I call her, and she's such an energy player. Just has struggled last 7 games. That one comes up short. Johnson follows the shot. There's your hustle second chance. That's what coach is looking for.
And Nora Moo getting in that lane, grabbing the ball to keep the possession alive.
Man has it blocked. LaMendola bumped out of bounds. Sends it back the other way. Nice job defensively. Again, you mentioned a few individuals that block shots for this team, but This team overall, 4 blocks per game, San Jose. That's second best in the conference.
Yeah, it's Gabriela Pato and it's Kalia Dillard, and there are a lot of other active players like Katarina Anderson who just blocked that shot.
There's a block shot. La Mendola fires it out of bounds after she blocks that shot.
She says, I can play that game too. Nice job by Jules. She's averaging almost a block a game herself.
Jules saying, hang on, I fired it off her. I got to go play defense. I thought it was our basketball. La Mendola, a little frustrated, will step right up defensively, right into the face of Anderson. There's an answer. Long distance. Allie Cummins, she's a junior. Northern Arizona transfer, averaging 8 a game.
She's one of those players for them that's got to step up and give them some more options than just Maya Anderson.
Sifa Inessa will find her way in. Redshirt junior from Rwanda. Big moment for her. She had 6 with 6 rebounds, 3 assists in that win against Fresno State.
That was really a good win. They were up 32-17 early in that game and setting the tone for a win.
San Jose State early lead, 5-2. Neither team has found their stride. A blocking call. Tried to step in there and draw the charge. Right in front was Carly Johnson, who's a really good defender, but didn't get there in time that time.
Yeah, she is a good defender, Carly Johnson, but watch as she call goes in the Spartans' favor.
They got that one right.
Things get a little physical, yeah, absolutely.
She wasn't squared up right in front of her and got there a little bit late. Kalia Dillard is at the line. Vegas-born sophomore, went to Centennial High School. You want to talk about women's and girls in high school basketball. There is no better program in that state than Centennial. She had a 32-point game along the way of winning her 3rd state champion on that team. Couple of free throws, good. Dillard averages just a couple of points a game, but she had 10 against Cal State Monterey Bay. She had 5 with 11 boards against Utah State. It's a 7-2 San Jose State lead. Offensive foul, so you were trying to gain an offensive foul earlier, and then you dole one out yourself.
So just a little bit disappointing the way they've come out early here, GCU. It's almost like they're trying to do too much, or thinking that certain shots are going to be easy. That was the problem early. La Mendola looks a little frustrated.
Yeah, Kimberly Hobbs saw something. She immediately sent both teams to their benches. They're going to take another look at Hobbs. Blew the whistle there. Let's listen.
First personal, second team foul.
The ruling on the floor is we have a team control on Grand Canyon, number 20. The play is under review.
So they're going to review the foul. La Mendola whistled for the foul. That's Kyle Bacon. Kimberly Hobbs and Ezekiel Simmons are the officials. We'll peek in if we get the opportunity as they look at it with DV Sport.
There's Juliana La Mendola over at the top of the screen with Alasia Douglas. And now just a note over here, Winston Gandy and La Mendola talking. But you see Nora has the ball, looking to dish it off to Ineza. And the play, is it a matter of an elbow, Darren?
Yeah, it looked like an elbow, and you can see Stella Scrow there. Number 23.
They're zooming in. Yeah, looks like certainly her head went back. That was the reaction, and I think that was why you saw a quick call, but it does look like, let's see if we can get a different look at it.
Well, you don't want them to take this to a 2. You have to have La Mendola in this game.
Yeah, it has been problematic. If she's in foul trouble early, you don't have her in key moments later in the game.
So they'll continue to look at it. I mean, you're determining intent. It looked like with the angle that we saw with them that there was an elbow, that it was above the neck. Now you're determining intent. This is past the play.
Okay, let's see here. As you can see that Segro is kind of almost blocking the ability to see exactly where that elbow goes, but then you see.
I do know, judging Kimberly Hobbs' immediate reaction, she was passionate when she called it, sent both teams to their benches, and immediately took her colleagues and explained what she saw. She was the one right on top of it. She was the one who laid eyes on it.
And now they are huddled up having a conversation.
Well, you're making a decision.
Yeah.
Are we going to keep a player like this in the game? We're going to listen.
After review, Grand Canyon number 20 excessively and unnecessarily makes contact with her elbow to the face of San Jose State number 23. Therefore, the criteria for a flagrant foul has been met. Anyone from San Jose State will shoot 2 shots. They will receive the ball at the division line with a 30-second new shot clock.
So flagrant, but she's still playing in this game.
That is good news for the Lopes. But it was, you could tell, you're right about the passion, because she was sure that that was a flagrant foul and they just had to go back and check it.
So now up to Juliana to determine her, and Winston Gandy's getting an explanation from Kimberly Hobbs while both of them are dropped in. Hobbs handled it well. I mean, Hobbs obviously, this team handled it very, very well. We saw what they were looking at. That is the right call.
It certainly did look that way. And La Mandola heads over to the bench.
She'll be back. She'll be back. She'll find her way and get back out there. I think she was ticked off that she thought she had that ball out of bounds, that she had kept alive in her favor, and she had an edge on the way back. Errant pass, a little bit out of control that time by Ineza, but she grabs it right back and takes it home. She cleaned up her own mess.
Yes, she did. Wow, back on this side, though, that was a heck of a screen. Maya Anderson on Alasia Douglas, who gets the ball again.
Dougie picked it off. Carly comes on down. Well, Carly kind of led with an elbow that time,
our
too.
Our body's flying right now, Darren, because it certainly feels like it.
As a physical play, you can see Anderson. She's got some bloodshot eyes. Penetrating.
It feels really emotional right
chippy.
Now. And I think it should just be, hey, let's calm down and take care of business.
Oh, look at the pass by Dougie. Underneath, and Carly goes down. Chloe Mann's about to come on, bring her energy into the game. And Carly Johnson will sit down. Inez Zunia will come on in too, the talented freshman. She had a great game, did Inez. 12 with 8 rebounds, 6 of 9 from the floor against Fresno State.
Yeah, Coach Gandy called it quiet and efficient, and he was right about that. Also 8 rebounds in that game.
Yeah, you make the point, she can play in that 5 spot if needed. And when you're minus your 2 6'4" athletes, kind of a soft touch from Jeffries, got it into the hand of Chloe, and she draws the foul from distance.
Yeah, that was a little bit unexpected on the perimeter there, but Chloe, always a good thing when she's going to the free throw line, one of the best shooters in the conference.
Stella Scrow is whistled for that foul. She will shoot 3, Chloe Mann. Chloe telling me before the game, so as a team, they really shoot free throws well, as we talked about. She does an incredible job, but they're second in the conference, shooting 75% as a team. I said, that may win you a game or two in the tournament. You realize that? She said, oh, we talk about it.
It absolutely can.
All 3, bing, bang, boom.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, GCU kind of clawing their way back into this one after a little bit of a chaotic start.
That's been good TV.
It has been. If you like
a little bit of passion, some energy.
Passion, yep.
When you have one team that started the year 1-10, one team that hasn't won on the road at all this year, there should be an edge for both of them. Both these teams, just because there have been different times of struggling, doesn't mean they don't work hard, practice hard, athletes don't care. And you're going to see it out on the floor. Missed that time, Cummins shoots a ton from distance. Little no-look pass, one more up top. Sifa sees a lane. Well, step back from the free throw line, bangs it home. And Izo with the bucket.
Really good ball movement there, and then Sifa and Neza just saw an area of the court where she had her own space, knocked down the shot.
She's had some big moments in her college career. Grand Canyon forces another turnover. A little swing over the shoulder there from Chloe. Looking for a little help. Nearly got stuck that time, Sifa. Fighting for that offensive rebound. Can't get it.
Yeah, you know, San Jose State, you can see why they've struggled. They average 18.8 turnovers a game, and that's been their issue.
There's your offensive foul. That's what you're looking for. The physical play of Chloe Mann at that diminutive size always blows you away, but she's fearless.
Well, that's what I love about her. She's just so tough. Standing in there, you talked to her before the game. That's a great question to ask. Hey, just check in. How you feeling? Yeah. How's the body holding up? A little bit of a reset here.
Yeah, an opportunity with Elsos to come back out, who shot it and shot it a ton to open this game. Didn't make one.
I think Coach was just saying, let's have some conviction.
Wow, words of encouragement from Winston Gandy. Elsos drains it. He said to her 30 seconds ago, they can't guard you. Get your shot and make it.
He absolutely did. We heard it. That was plug and play, wasn't it?
That's good coaching.
That's great coaching.
Players will make coaches look really good sometime. Zuniga anticipates it, steals all the way home with the bucket.
Well, now they are rolling. They hit the long shot. Els Holz, who just, I think, needed a vote of confidence from her coach. And now Zuniga driving to the basket. She does that so well.
That aggressive defense from Jeffrey, such a great defender, the best on this team, one of the best in this conference. Trying to force a shot in the middle there. Cummins comes up empty. Sifa lines up a three. It's short. Long defensive rebound for the Spartans.
Yeah, she had a great look at the basket. Just was a little bit offline as the ball is rolling toward us, Darren.
Diamond Wright, Nora Moo, and Carly Johnson, along with Dougie, all check back into the game. Bit of a line change, if you will, for Winston Gandy.
It's been a little frenetic, so it looked like a couple of these ladies maybe just need a little reset, little break. See what Nora Moo can do as she sets up inside.
Lamondola stepped away from the bench. She's being looked at over in the training area back behind the bench. Hope she's okay. A miss, and it's off the mark. We'll keep an eye on her return to the bench in the tunnel now.
Now already shorthanded, so cannot afford an injury here.
Yeah, playing without Holly Griffiths and Faith Carson. Not anticipating the return of Holly Griffiths as well. Two 6'4" athletes. Both were contributing. Unafraid to shoot the three. Wow. San Jose State basketball.
Yeah, Katarina Anderson came flying in, and Malaysia Douglas went flying herself.
Jules is back. Whatever she wanted to have looked at is okay.
You know, and the other player out is Casey Valenti Paya, who will hopefully return from injury. Hurt her ankle in the second half of that Fresno State game, but she has been such an important player for this team. In especially the in-conference play, she's really kind of come into her own.
14-9. First about to come to an end. Nora Moo comes up short. They kind of grabbed her from her midsection, and a miss that time.
Yeah, and Winston Gandy wanted the call there. Saw that contact on Nora Moo, but now with 1 quarter in the books, it's GCU with a 5-point lead. Second quarter coming up.
Old Trapper beefs. One-upping.
I love Old Trapper. I love how tender it is. Don't forget the wood smoke flavor. Savory beef. Quality ingredients. I'm their biggest fan.
Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water, made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and run the game. Gatorade, is it in you? Pickable.
It's Bedlam tonight here in Boise.
The crowd is pumping at the pit. This place is electric.
Okay, Longworth, welcome you back here to the Global Credit Union Arena as we get action ready to go here in the second quarter. The Lopes take a 5-point lead into this later part of the half. On what is known as a great day in sports, it is senior day here for the Lopes program, and it really just brings all the feels. Whether you are an athlete, you know how special a day like this is, whatever level you're at, whether it's high school or the collegiate level. And if you're a parent, you know what it means to your child. When you see their hard work they put into the sport that they love, and as Coach Gandy said, it's really what we all think. Everyone deserves to be celebrated, and he said he's grateful for this group of 5 who took a chance on the program in a year of change with a new head coach, a new conference. And he said, thanks to this program and what the university has poured into these ladies, they really found a place to call home. And this is always a special day to also call a game, guys, and be a part of the action, because it's on days like this that you know it's on their mind, those 5 seniors today. They want to go out there. They want to remember this day. And sometimes, if we're really lucky, you see that very special performance shine through, or at least one great play from those on the list that are being celebrated today. So it should be fun to watch it play out.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, this is, I love the way you told the story, because you took his words perfectly. You always want a place to come back to call home, to go watch a game with your friends and your family. And as you get a little older, maybe you're a mom, maybe you're a spouse, and you take them back and you see the younger kids playing the sport. As Elsholz ends up with it, swatted away. The block party, a little hustle there from Nora Moo. One more chance. I'm telling you, I really think this is a clear coaching initiative for Winston. He's trying to develop Elsholz, who's played plenty throughout her career, just limited playing time this year. He wants her to be his secret weapon in the tournament from distance.
And she had a bunch of starts earlier in the season. It just hasn't been consistent playing time. So she's out there now with a couple of freshmen in Diamond Wright and Nora Moo. But you could be right. That is something that you're really looking at heading into the conference tournament. What can we do to take advantage? Who can we get hot at the right time that maybe hasn't been on the score sheet all season long?
It's like adding a player. We've talked about players that have been subtracted, and one of them in Holly Griffiths will probably be subtracted for good. So it's like adding a player. Look, she's already there. You made the point. She played 18 minutes against Boise State, 12 minutes against San Diego State, 17 against Fresno State. But I'm seeing a clear and concerted effort, and even with his words, to shoot the 3. Nora posts up in the middle. It's knocked out of bounds in the hands of Alasia Douglas.
I think sometimes with coaches, it's, plugging a player in here and there. Like I mentioned, she's had more than a handful of starts, but what is the role? How are we going to use her? And maybe the team now is more able to find that role, especially with 2 of the bigs out. And the sharp shooting of Casey Valenti-Paya, who is a really good 3-point shooter.
Best on the team.
And she's out today, and, hopefully not for Wyoming, but it's possible.
Yeah, Casey best on the team. Trying to play from the inside out. Moo looks for some help. Into the corner. That's Diamond Wright for 3. The freshman Diamond Wright. That's just her 3rd 3-point make of the season.
I think they're looking for 3-point shooting And they're hunting that in this game to see if they can get a little bit of a heat check from some of these players.
Line change. La Mendola, Inesa, Zunia, all on. Chloe Mann as well. She's out there still. So fresh legs. The 4 sit down.
Is this a season high for line changes, Darren?
I love it.
And it's in the first half. We're only 8:35 left in the second quarter.
This is a game you're supposed to win. So with that in mind, you do what you need to do to win this game, but this is also preparing for the tournament, as we talked about. Final game's at Wyoming in altitude. That's going to be a tough road game as well. Wasn't intent there, but you can tell reaching for the ball, Dillard really knocked down Jeffries. Firm.
And Jeffries another player that takes a beating sometimes physically in there. And she has been so fun to watch this year. A senior who came in from Mexico and really only had the 1 year to play college ball.
When we come back, they're reviewing this foul. We'll tell you what occurs.
I'm a busy mom. I'm also a Phoenix police officer devoted to keeping our community safe.
I'm a Little League coach. And I'm a Phoenix police detective and a part of the team here too.
Find endless career options with one of America's best large employers.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university ranked top 20 campus in the country, offers 330 dynamic academic programs informed by industry and student learning outcomes. In addition to federal grants and aid, traditional campus students received nearly $180 million in scholarships in 2022, with many attending for less than the cost of a state university and less debt after graduation. See what scholarships you may qualify for. Find your purpose at gcu.edu/myoffer.
GCU Women's Basketball is brought to you by Global Credit Union, the premier financial institution of Grand Canyon University. Raffi Law Group. Call Raffi, Arizona's top personal injury attorney. Wecopa Casino Resort. Welcome to We. And by Shamrock Farms, the official milk of the Lopes.
And here we go, back to action. Welcome you back here to the Global Credit Union Arena right now. We're in the middle of the second quarter right now. GCU with a 7-point lead over San Jose State as we take a look at the Wecopa Casino Resort athletic calendar. And it's a busy day, a busy weekend. Stop us if you've heard that before here at GCU. And you've got basketball and baseball rolling, a lot for fans to catch up on. Softball doubleheader today, 4 and 6:30 first pitch. You can catch that action on AZ Family Sports. And then it's baseball at 6 p.m. And really, you're going to want to just grab your meal and sit in front of the couch because then it's an 8 p.m. tip-off on FS1 as men's basketball battles it out at Utah State. This is going to be a big one. And we'll be back with you next Saturday when men's basketball finishes off their regular season against Air Force. More action tomorrow. Softball against Eastern Illinois, 11:30 a.m. And baseball against Pacific, 1 p.m. on Arizona Family Sports. Guys, I hope you had your number 2 pencils or your phones out and were able to input that all into your schedule because there's just a lot happening.
Yeah, it's amazing. Softball team off to a perfect start to the season. All 3 softball teams, Arizona, ASU, and Grand Canyon, ranked. And what a great testimony for the sport of softball. That's awesome for this sport.
It really is, and they've had some great pitching with.
The speed and body contact and momentum of San Jose State number 22 creates the contact, which remains a common foul. It will be Grand Canyon ball on the end line with a 20-second reset.
I think Kyle Bacon, sorry to interrupt you, Jody. I think Kyle Bacon, well, Kyle actually interrupted you. I think they got this one right. You and I watched over their shoulder the whole time. They got this one right.
But they're doing a really good job so far of looking closely at some fouls that can really impact this game. So credit to them for taking the time.
La Mendola's back onto the hardwood after that aggressive foul early that was called against her.
A little more pushing and shoving down the court.
I I think what I like about what's going on, the physical nature of the play, is, you know, when something seems egregious or a little bit out of control, they're reeling it in right away, but they're letting them play. This is not at any point. Boy, beautiful, beautiful movement of the basketball. Anissa closes it along the baseline.
Yeah, Anissa Jeffries, a double-double in her last game, 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Had 3 steals as well. She always has steals. She leads the team with 47 steals, takes that wingspan and then anticipation and is dangerous. Chloe Mann knocks it loose. 50-50 basketball, San Jose State ball.
You know, speaking of Anissa Jeffries in the steal, she's guarding Maya Anderson there, and you know they're going to be funneling the ball to Maya Anderson, and she's just got her hands up. She does such a good job of blanketing the player without fouling and just keeping her hands out.
Anderson, number 15, penetrating. Number 0, Katarina Anderson with a bucket. Katarina's first couple of points. That's her first field goal make. Katarina had 11 points, 5 rebounds, had 5 steals in the same game against Air Force back on January the 10th.
We're seeing Winston Gandy directly sending that message.
Catch the ball with 2
hands. To the players, yes, and I love that coaching because you're going to take care of the ball, you're going to catch it with 2 hands.
Sifa sits. Grand Canyon leads at 7. Amendola looking for her first points. Zunia misses it as she penetrates in the paint. Johnson takes the basketball away. It'll be a jump ball, Grand Canyon basketball.
Yeah, Zunia's good when she's driving into the paint, but that was a little bit off balance, that shot.
Mann's got 3 points, all 3 of them from the free throw line. Anissa Jeffries has a pair. Zunia's got a couple of points.
Gabriela Pato, you would think with her size she would go up and secure those rebounds, but Carly Johnson was just able to take it away from her.
Pato's a work in progress and will be an impact player, whether it's at San Jose State or wherever she ends up playing. Nearly a travel. Thought she had it in that right direction as Inez somehow finds Chloe. Shot clock about to disappear. Man gets it up, comes up empty, an empty possession for the Lopes.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chloe got stuck and just had to chuck it up there a little bit short.
Nora Moo, Caitlin Elsholz, both onto the hardwood.
You mentioned Pato, who's still out there, a freshman at 6'4". I think she's just got to get stronger. And she's already a shot blocking machine, but to do all the other things she needs to do, she's got to get stronger.
She leads the team in steals as well. Into the corner, it's a triple for Cummings. She shoots it a bunch. More than half the time it's from distance. Carly lines one up. That 3 is off the mark. Offensive rebound. Amendola, one of the better rebounders in this conference. Chloe from distance. Bang! Chloe Mann with the triple.
Well, good to see the Lopes not come up empty on that possession, even though there was a lot going on, including Nora Moo getting tangled up with Stella Scrow, but Chloe Mann gets the points.
Amendola, second personal foul. It's been a physical game, a real physical game. Thought I saw Nora come out earlier with a scratch on her forehead. Some aggressive fouls called early. Allie Cummins, she knows this state. She played at Northern Arizona for a minute. Out of Moraga, California. Carondelet High School. She was all Bay Area as a player.
She's one of their better three-point shooters at 32%. And they do like to take threes.
She's gotten better every year, too. You love that kind of progression. Beautiful penetration, and then sharing of the basketball. Zunia with the triple.
Oh, Inez Zunia putting together another pretty efficient day so far.
She's got 5. Long distance, Pato does shoot it on occasion. As a matter of fact, shoots about 35% with that size, even though she's a great rebounder and shot blocker.
I was watching her in warm-ups, Darren, shooting the threes, and you know, just because she's just so big, you don't expect to see her spending a lot of her time on that three-point game.
Got a foul underneath along the baseline. Carla Fuster, the freshman from Spain, is whistled for that foul.
You know, it strikes me as we watch this game kind of unfold that Coach Gandy was talking about. As the season goes on, it gets harder to score. And he wasn't taking anything away from his defense, but we're seeing that from both teams here. They haven't established a rhythm offensively.
Johnson pivots, earns the foul, will go to the line.
I think part of it has been the physicality, though, too. It's been a little rhythmless for the Lopes, who, you know, have had success offensively for most of the season.
Cardi, a 60% free throw shooter, which, interestingly enough, on this team's low. They make their free throws a lot. Carly drops the first one in. Carly celebrating her senior day. The daughter of Angela and Mike. She's got 7 siblings at home. Home is in Oklahoma City, where she went to Mustang High School. Transferred from Arkansas. Had a heck of a game on the day of love, Valentine's Day, against UNLV. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists.
She's been a big part of this, about 20 minutes a game this year for the Lopes, Carly Johnson.
She's a fun player. You can see the heart, it's on her sleeve. Runner off the window, how about that one? Fuster with the bucket.
Carla Fuster, yeah. The runner and then banking it.
Come on, Jody, tell me that didn't have a European feel to it. That had a European feel to it.
Yeah, it did look a little bit like the international game.
She was a valedictorian in Spain, graduating from her high school. Jules has some help. Moo, a little bit strong going up. Carly double teamed as she holds it into the corner. And a timeout is called. Carly wondering, are you going to call a foul there? Oh, she didn't get that timeout. Turned it over. My apologies.
Well, Coach Gandy's talking to our referee, Kyle Bacon. Also a little bit of confusion there.
So we see a lot of coaches, the men and women that coach in this conference and even the out-of-conference games. He has, for as passionate as he is, he has quite a unique touch with officials.
He does. It's a good relationship because you see just some honest conversations, and he wants to engage and he wants answers, and he's there to listen. As Chloe Mann is called here, she comes up going for the ball, but the push on Katarina Anderson.
Little step back jumper. That looked pretty coming out of the hands, but it's a little bit firm. How about one more time? That time it rings in. Cummins drops home a triple.
If it doesn't go down the first time, try again. And Allie Cummins with the bucket. Now it's just a 5-point game for the Lopes.
LaMendola looking for her first points, and she's got them. LaMendola, second leading scorer on this team at just under 12 points a game.
She's got such nice touch around the basket.
There's an answer with the triple. Maya Anderson.
It's interesting, LaMendola and Anderson getting their first points as we reach almost at the halfway point of this game, Darren. Sometimes it just shakes out that way.
Douglas is on. Izeza is on. Diamond Wright comes on. I love these lavender uniforms.
I knew they were going to wear those today. I feel like it's kind of a Saturday tradition now. And I do love them.
Juliana loses the basketball.
It has just been tough to establish the offense, and I think it's as much a credit to San Jose State being disruptive, but the Lopes, again, with different personnel out there today, and the fouls, it's been hard to feel connected.
The ruling on the floor is Grand Canyon basketball on the out-of-bounds violation. San Jose State is appealing the ruling.
San Jose State appeals this one. They've pulled to within 4. The ruling is Grand Canyon basketball.
DV Sport in full effect today.
Yeah, you bet. Kyle Bacon, Ezekiel Simmons, Kimberly Hobbs.
La Mandola going up to shoot the basketball. Allie Cummins gets the hand in there. Does she affect the arm going up? Does she hit the arm of Juliana La Mandola? Certainly it looks like she disrupts the shot a bit.
Yeah, if we're just talking about possession, it looks like it should be San Jose State basketball. Juliana, you'd have to have awfully long arms to get that far extended to knock it through her hands.
The angle from the front.
Yeah, Jules still had it there.
Yes, she did.
I think this may be a well-spent appeal by Jonas Chatterton.
You mentioned Jonas Chatterton a little bit earlier. He's been at with some high-profile programs. Associate head coach at Oklahoma, was at Oregon State before that. Also in his first season, like Winston Gandy, of course, is in his first year with the Lopes.
They've been a part of teams that have gone to the Final Four at Oregon State, Elite 8 at Oregon State, the Oklahoma time as well, Westminster College, BYU, Colorado. Both these head coaches in their first year are incredibly established assistants that have earned this opportunity, and both have had their challenges. It's going to take both these head coaches a minute to put their fingerprints on the programs.
It certainly does in the landscape of college athletics. You know, we have senior day. We know what players are seniors. We know what other players are. Look at these animated. I love how animated Winston Gandy is getting his message across.
Canyon clearly and conclusively touches the ball last. Therefore, San Jose State will receive the out of bounds with a new 30-second shot clock. They also retain their 30-second timeout for this successful appeal.
All right, so they don't lose a timeout, and it was the perfect review for San Jose State. It's their basketball. A little bit of full court defense from the Lopes here. There's a wrinkle.
They want to try to clamp down here with 2.5 minutes left.
Inesa hanging in there, stays close. Underhand flip, a little bit firm off the window.
Yeah, and that's Zunia, again, just using her body defensively.
2:30, heading into halftime. Nice job putting that hand up, stopping things by Sifa. The Canyon on the move. Little pump fake on the shot, right back to Diamond Wright. She puts it home.
Two freshmen there teaming up. Zania to Wright.
Elsholz will see some minutes again. 2 minutes. Grand Canyon up 6. Lopes. Firm pass from La Mandola. Once she gathers herself, the shot is short.
It's just shot selection or execution right now.
What a beautiful job lowering the shoulder by Anderson. She had Douglas right on her at her hip.
Yeah, Katarina Anderson's been effective in this game. She only averages about 5 points a game, but you can see how she can be more of a force in their offense.
Diamond right again. The triple. The freshman's got 8 points.
Speaking of making an impact, Diamond Wright.
She had 9 against St. Mary's in 17 minutes. Her last 6 games, 1 point. 1 point and 0 for 7 from the floor. Talk about a coming out party.
Now with 3 players not playing today that have been in the lineup, Winston Gandy looking for players to step up, looking to see who's going to take on more.
A little bit aggressive there, turned over as Elsholz and Moo will come back onto the hardwood. Caitlin's got 3 points, 1 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 4 from distance. Nora Moo moves back in with a couple of points, 3 rebounds and an assist.
You know, you and I were talking, Alasia Douglas just hasn't taken a shot today. She's still been really good on defense, but trying to see a little more of an impact from her because we know what she can do. We've seen it all season. Last few games, not as much, though.
Wright grabs the rebound, having a really good game, the freshman. At 15, do it, Diamond! Do it, Diamond! Wow!
Winston Gandy put out the help wanted, 3-point shooter. Diamond Wright says, I'm here for you.
Already a career high, and it happened quickly for Diamond Wright, the freshman. As we said earlier this year, she had 9 points in 17 minutes against St. Mary's, and she had done nothing in the last 3 weeks. Wow. Let's head it on over. Kate, what do you have for us?
All right, thank you very much. Well, Coach, it seemed like at times the team just, trying to establish the rhythm, the tempo of this game. What did you see unfold in these 2 quarters?
Well, I think what's new for our team is when a team can't guard you, they got to resort to what we're seeing. Not playing people, rolling dice, gambling, and I think that got us out of sorts. And then once we realized, we can get any shot whenever we want. We just need to keep making the right basketball play. It's a very easy game, and we saw that at the end.
And you guys, of course, are going out there. You're trying to play Euroball. It is a physical game. I love just about 3 minutes ago, I looked over to the bench. One of your players had just committed a foul, and I just saw you going, it's okay. It's okay. What are you trying to convey to your players today as you close out your home schedule?
I mean, look, they're a well-coached team. They know they can't defend us, which is why we're seeing what we're seeing. And so our kids have got to not panic. So many times when you see somebody's not guarding, you think, oh, give them the ball and shoot it right away. And sometimes you got to create the rhythm, and it takes time to create the rhythm. And so I hope that's, and when you don't make the shot, it seems like it's the end of the world when you come down here and they draw a foul and stuff like that. They've got good players too, and so when you just worry about making the game, playing the game the right way, you're not worried about if you foul or if they make a shot or not, because it puts too much pressure on the other end.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Coach Gandy heading into the locker room with his team. They have a 10-point lead right now over San Jose State. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to break down all of the action from the first half with the Lopes Halftime Show coming your way right after this.
Mountain West fans, tournament time is coming. Get ready for MW Madness in Las Vegas.
And away we go.
One stop, one shot, one champion. Who will rise to be the best in the West? Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a minute of the action this March. VMW.com/2026.
As sports fans, we may cheer for different teams, but there's one thing that we can all agree on. We want the game to be big. And with 3 levels, 30 cabanas, a 143-foot screen, 6 clean pools, and endless cold drinks, it doesn't get any bigger or any better than Stadium Swim in Las Vegas. All sports, all seasons. It's more than a pool deck. Stadium Swim. It's the only thing like it in the world.
It's here. EA Sports College Football 26. Mountain West is in the game. Now it's your turn to call the plays, win the rivalries, Own the moment. Your school, your squad, your chance to take the title. It's time to step up and make history with your favorite Mountain West team, where stars are born.
Old Trapper Beefs. Camp Cravings.
There you go, buddy. Have fun.
This is not going to be pretty.
We're camping. What could possibly go wrong? No.
Ooh.
That did not go as planned.
It never does. All right.
Old Trapper. What's your beef?
So do you have a favorite bobcat?
Hey, Dad.
Hey, that's my jerky.
With the Mountain West app, it's your game, your way. Designed for superfans like you, so that you'll never miss a play. We've got you covered with free access to thousands of Mountain West games, from your phone to the big screen. Stream live games, watch highlights, and unlock exclusive content anytime. Download the app today.
Okay, Longworth, welcome back here to the Global Credit Union Arena. Right now, it's halftime, and the Lopes have the 10-point lead over their opponent, San Jose State, in this final home game of the regular season for the Lopes. And with only 2 games to go for the majority of the teams in the Mountain West Conference, we're starting to see how things are going to look come mid-March when the madness begins. And right now, holding at the 1 spot is San Diego State. They have 17 wins on the season. They're followed by Boise State, Colorado State, UNLV, New Mexico, and that's where we'll find GCU after that. So some of these matchups you want to keep an eye on. Right now, it's halftime for Colorado State. They have a 2-point lead over the Air Force. But with New Mexico very close to GCU, they're right above them at 12-6. They today are playing at Nevada, and tip-off is just moments away. So we'll kind of see how that goes, because if they can't find victory in their final 2 games and the Lopes can find a way to win out, they could jump to that 5th seed in conference action. Now, they will finish the season, New Mexico, at home against Fresno State, who is just behind GCU with 8 wins on the season. This is when it all gets fun. Tomorrow, it's March 1st, and it's exciting when you know the madness is right around the corner. And so we'll see what's in store for the Lopes and everything else happening here. And it'll be fun when the tournament is tipping off, because you know that the women's Final Four is just around the corner, and it's all heading here to Arizona. That's where things will finish off. But first, you have to climb through Nevada and the championship tournament. That's a Mountain West tournament, and you can join GCU basketball at the 2026 Credit Union One Mountain West Championship Tournament, March 7th through the 14th at the Thomas & Mack Center in Vegas. Single session tickets and all session tickets are available now. You can secure your seats today by visiting gculopes.com/MW basketball for ticketing links, bracket info, and updated information. We know the Havocs travel well, so it will be a lot of exciting action coming your way. And we will continue all the action coming your way as well. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll continue to break down highlights, stats, and much more. We'll be back.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university ranked top 20 campus in the country, offers 330 dynamic academic programs informed by industry and student learning outcomes. In addition to federal grants and aid, traditional campus students received nearly $180 million in scholarships in 2022, with many attending for less than the cost of a state university and less debt after graduation. See what scholarships you may qualify for. Find your purpose at gcu.edu/myoffer.
Did you know your tax bill might go up in retirement? It's true. For many hardworking people just like you, that could include additional taxes on your IRAs, your 401ks, and other tax-deferred accounts. With the threat of taxes potentially increasing, your retirement savings could be at risk. Defend your nest egg by downloading our free tax guide today. Help keep what's yours, and avoid overpaying taxes in retirement.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
It can feel overwhelming. Fear, confusion, anxiety, like living in a pressure cooker. These feelings have a name, FEP, and help is available. Life will get better. With support, understanding, and care, FEP can be treated. Once you face it, the brighter your world will be. If you or someone you know is experiencing these feelings, go to learnmorefep.org.
Time show as we take a look at the leading scores of this game presented by PHX PD. San Jose State Cummings leading the way, 13 leading all scores right now, but right just behind, checking in for the Lopes with 11. And then it is Man with 6, Via with 5. As Coach Gandy explained to us, his team really just trying to go out there, read this defense, and then convert what they can do. So we'll see how they can play it all out in these final 2 quarters at the Global Credit Union Arena when our action continues after this quick break. And Darren and Jody be right back with us to bring us highlights, stats, and much more on this senior day at GCU.
I'm a busy mom. I'm also a Phoenix police officer devoted to keeping our community safe.
I'm a Little League coach. And I'm a Phoenix police detective and a part of the team here too.
Find endless career options with one of America's best large employers.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university ranked top 20 campus in the country, offers 330 dynamic academic programs informed by industry and student learning outcomes. In addition to federal grants and aid, traditional campus students received nearly $180 million in scholarships in 2022, with many attending for less than the cost of a state university and less debt after graduation. See what scholarships you may qualify for. Find your purpose at gcu.edu/myoffer.
At Global Credit Union, just like here at Grand Canyon University, the world is full of possibilities. The GCU family enjoys accounts with no fees, a convenient branch on campus, and a custom mobile app that makes it easy to manage your money. But you also get the Lopes debit card with discounts on and off campus. Together, we're an unbeatable team. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
Marines are made for this. Made for the calling only warriors can answer. Made from an unshakable belief in our nation and a strength that comes from the determination to win together. But you'll have to earn your place among us, because you don't join the Marines. You become one.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Call Raffy. Our first half highlights, and Jody, all part of a strong 10-point lead for Grand Canyon, but there was some noise being made certainly by Cummins.
Yeah, Allie Cummins, she's been hot from 3 for 7, and a lot of the shooting in this game has been three-point shooting, as we see Katarina Anderson there with a bucket as well. But Diamond Wright, she's been hot, taking shots from 3. She's 4 of 5 so far. Inez Zunia. So here on senior day, it's 2 freshmen that are really taking it, and there's Anissa Jeffries, part of the ball movement there. There's Elshole. She made 1 of 6 shots. That was the one she made. It was a 3. Nora Moo contributing as well. So it's a little bit of everyone for Grand Canyon, Darren. 19 bench points. They started the 5, and then they've kind of been mixing and matching the entire game.
Dignity Health presents the numbers, and a lot of long-distance shooting, as you've talked about. Kind of a stunning amount of attempts for Grand Canyon at 21 attempts from distance. You can see the rebounding gap. Certainly some offensive rebounds have made a difference for GCU. Here's a little theory for you folks. Grand Canyon, with Anissa Jeffries and Juliana LaMandola, are 1 and 2 in this conference at 2-point field goal percentage. They may ditch the 3 in the second half and go to their bread and butter and see if those 2 can carry them, but we'll have to wait and see.
I love that, Darren. That's exactly what I was looking for last Saturday in the game that we saw against Utah State. And in the second half, Anissa Jeffries made a difference there. The mid-range jumper is something that those 2 players you mentioned do very well. I mean, you can take some 3, especially Diamond Wright. You want to continue with some of those shots if you get good looks, but I think bread and butter is exactly right. More of the high percentage mid-range game can show up for Grand Canyon in the second half.
Anissa shoots 53% from 2. Juliana LaMandola, the same 53%. They are the best in this conference at shooting 2-point baskets, so let's see how the second half rolls out. Interesting numbers, offensive rebounds, Grand Canyon 8 to 5, so they're +3 in offensive rebounds. Turnovers, Grand Canyon with 9, 11 for San Jose State, so 9's on pace for their 18 a game. They'd love to clean that up in the second half as well.
They'd love to cut down on that. San Jose State, they average almost 19 turnovers a game, so they're about at that pace. And it was interesting what Winston Gandy told Kate right before the half, just when you can't guard, what are you doing? And we've seen a lot of disruption. I think that did kind of have the Lopes a little bit stunned early on, but now they're going to settle into that, and I think we're going to see them go on a run here. They are up by 10 right now. I think we can really see them take hold of this game in the third quarter.
Interesting, Nora Moo starts the second half, so she'll get an opportunity to see some early on minutes. All right, here we go with the second half. Wyoming is next on the road for Grand Canyon. Playing at that 7,000-foot elevation, it will certainly be a challenge. Lining up for 3, nothing new. Both these teams continue to shoot from distance. GCU looking for their 3rd win in a row. How about a 3-point attempt? How about back-to-back triples from Elsholz? And again, there seems to be an approach where Winston Gandy asks and wants her to shoot from distance.
Yeah, that's her role today, and now she's 2 for 7 and maybe getting a little warmer.
Yeah, made her last 2. The line in the first half was, no one can guard you from there. Get yourself open and shoot the basketball. That one banks off the window. Didn't call it, but Maya Anderson won't give it away. She'll take it.
Yeah, and Maya Anderson, their leading scorer, been off to a tough start here, just 2 for 9 in this game after that basket.
So Maya shoots 38% from the floor at home, 29 on the road. On the road, just 23% from distance. So she's a much better player in San Jose. As far as fielding, or I should say shooting percentage goes, Zunia with the triple. So throw the thing out the window that I said that they're going to shoot more 2s.
I was right there with you.
Go ahead and forget about that.
And I wasn't just agreeing with you to agree with you. I believed it.
Now, we've known each other far too long for that. Penetration and a bucket. Katarina Anderson would not be denied that time. First personal on Nora Moo.
The other thing is, again, you're depleted with some of your paint players, your post players, but Nora Moo has shown that she can be effective in there. I think that's something to look at here. Again, they might continue to just start to continue to shoot threes, but I would, look for a little bit of interior presence.
3 points all total there for Katarina Anderson. She's got 7 on the game. Katarina leads San Jose in assists. As they run the offense through Moo, Elsholz gets out of control and it's taken away.
She's almost going to get it back.
Turnover number 10 for Grand Canyon. Cummins off the mark that time. Allie with a miss.
That's the kind of turnover, though, back to Elsholz. You just like to see her more under control. There was really no need for that. It's not like they were running out of time or any reason to not have an outlet.
Chloe with 6 points, 3 rebounds. She had an assist in the first half. It was Zunia with 4 assists to lead all Lopes in that category anyway, as she looks for another one. She dumps it under. There's another assist and a chance at 3. 5 assists for Zunia. Lamendola with the bucket and the foul.
Oh, she's so smooth. I love the little fake and then finding Lamendola for the basket as we take another look at it. Getting the ball to Lamendola in the paint. She spins around and makes the basket.
That's one for my camp. That's a 2 high percentage shot. That's one for my camp. 46-33. No one shoots it better from 2 than Jules. She and Anissa right there tied for the best in the Mountain West. See what kind of second half Juliana has. It'll be interesting. Kind of had a mixed first half with that intentional foul that was called. She sat for a while. Never really got a chance to get her bearings. 4 on the shot clock. Moo does a nice job keeping her hands up. It's an empty possession. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, Scro just decided she kind of looked like she was going to shoot it from that mid-range spot on the court and then decided to take it and drive it.
Lamendola backs in. Looking for a teammate to fire it to. Moo's got it in her hands now. Shot clock is at 5. Caitlin drops that one in right off the back of the iron, then it came home.
Another 2. We're on high alert.
Elsholz has 8. You look at that 8-point total, that is her season high. Asking more of her, asking her to shoot the basketball more, shoot it from distance. Now remember, this is a player that has scored into the 20s when she was playing at Cal State Northridge.
Yeah, there's a concentrated effort to get her the ball here today. That ball goes off of Anderson's leg.
But for Caitlin, sorry to interrupt you, Jody, but for Caitlin, this is, as far as playing in a Grand Canyon uniform, the biggest game she's ever had as far as point total goes. The previous high was 7. Did a ton of scoring at Northridge, as mentioned. Zunia well off the mark that time.
And it could be as simple as Casey Valenti-Paez out. She's a great 3-point shooter.
Yep.
And you need someone to fill that role today against Wyoming and then in the tournament.
Grand Canyon basketball, Diamond Wright, who had that hot first half, comes back in, along with Carly Johnson. The update on Wright, in case you missed it, the freshman just got hot from distance. She's got 11 points. She was 3 of 4 from 3 with a couple of rebounds as well. A career high for Diamond.
Yeah, she's an interesting player. We saw her, you and I did a little bit in non-conference, get her feet wet in the collegiate basketball scene. And so nice to see her having a big game in the final home game and hopefully continuing it on. And
Juliana with a miss that time.
Coach is adamant, take your shot. You need to take the shot that you want to take. Don't let whatever the Spartans are doing affect that.
0 for the last 5 from the floor for San Jose State. Their scoring drought is more than 3 minutes now. Moo tries to force it in and turns it over. She's hurrying down the court all the way. Chloe Mann, her teammate, bailed her out. Moo was chasing, Mann was there to knock the basketball free. Grand Canyon up 15 in their final home game of the year.
It can feel overwhelming. Fear, confusion, anxiety, like living in a pressure cooker. These feelings have a name, FEP, and help is available. Life will get better. With support, understanding, and care, FEP can be treated. Once you face it, the brighter your world will be. If you or someone you know is experiencing these feelings, go to learnmorefep.org.
GCU Women's Basketball is brought to you by Fullerton Financial Planning, helping Arizona families plan well today for the life they imagine tomorrow. Raising Cane's, One Love. Copper Point Insurance, serving our community for nearly 100 years on insurance and service excellence. Sanderson Ford, the best play on a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Dignity Health, hello human kindness. And by Superstar Car Wash. Superstar Car Wash. The wash with superpowers. Be super. Be you. Lopes up. Yeah, you can sense kind of a touch and feel with Coach Gandy and his players here in the second half. I'm guessing he was incredibly deliberate in his message going into the locker room. A lot of eyes on the bench while play is going on, and so you can sense he's looking to find the right chemical mix, and that includes, we talked about Elsholtz playing some extra minutes. All of a sudden we're seeing Dougie, Elijah Douglas seeing some more time, Nora Moose seeing more time. So it's interesting.
That last possession offensively for GCU, it looked, they were confused. It was trying to kind of a two-man game between Moo into La Mandola.
Diamond right heat check. Comes up empty that time after scoring 11 in the first half, a career high. Oh, Euro step in the paint. Pretty move that time, Cummins. But she got a nose for the basket, doesn't she?
She does. She
whistled
certainly
for
does.
the foul that time.
I can see why they're getting the ball to her a little bit more even today than Maya Anderson. But Elijah Douglas, again, fearless in there. You can see Diamond Wright going over saying, are you okay?
Do it, Dougie.
Diamond herself is going to, it's like she's, no, she's fine. It looked like she was checking her eye.
Grand Canyon now with a 2-minute scoring drought. Would love to have a positive possession this time. No points in their last 2:02 for San Jose State. It's been 4 minutes since they've scored a bucket. We're stuck at 48-33. Let's get out of this time warp. La Mandola nearly got the home roll. Knocked out of bounds. Looked like Dora Moo last touched it. Jules shooting a 2, though.
I thought it was going to bounce in.
She's got 5 points, couple of rebounds, couple of assists. Tearing herself up. No one rebounds defensively like La Mandola, one of the best in the conference at defensive rebounding. Johnson, busy feet right to the bucket, but a miss off the window.
Yeah, San Jose State now has not scored in 4.5 minutes. They've just had trouble getting any good looks. And they're up to 14 turnovers now.
Man came on for La Mandola, so Chloe will run the offense. Off the mark, follows her shot, zips it into the corner for Diamond Wright. Boom, it's a triple. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Love it, Darren, and what a job on that play by Alasia Douglas to get her own rebound and get the ball over to Diamond.
Boy, having a game, isn't that fun? 14 points. And the roll. Right back the other way, an aggressive play. We keep pushing and pushing, and this time San Jose State and Katarina, I should say, Anderson comes up with the bucket.
Yeah, Diamond Wright, though, you talked about it, has only been playing about 7 minutes a game, but not in this one. She's still only got 8 minutes, but 14 points. Talk about efficiency.
She got hot from distance, so coming in, again, a reminder, Diamond Wright is 4 of 5 from 3. Coming in, Diamond Wright was 2 for 12 on the year from 3. Good for her, though, those moments, those coming out parties. Moo double team, turned it over. A couple of errant passes recently from Nora Moo. And right back the other way, Douglas couldn't pick her up that time.
Well, and it's a tough one to Douglas, too, because you've got some taller players in the window there.
Diamond gives it up. Douglas along the baseline. Right back to Wright. Stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Lopes.
And she tried to keep her body in control and in the lines there, and she just found herself falling away.
La Mandola checks Moo as she comes back into the game. La Mandola with 5 points, 3 rebounds in 19 minutes of play. Don't forget Elshos, who is watching from the bench, 8 points, her Grand Canyon high. They'll get Diamond that time over the top. First personal. And that's a 3rd team foul on Grand Canyon.
You know, it is interesting with La Mandola now, that post presence along with Nora Moo. And really the only two that are doing that. It's a different team. It's a different looking team today and going forward.
Alasia can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. One more time. Dougie with a lid on the bucket. Unable to get it to go. Douglas 0 for 3 from the floor now. Lopes force a turnover on the move. Diamond Wright having an afternoon. That's 16.
She's shining brightly here on this Saturday afternoon in the final home game for the Lopes.
Inside the three-point line. Defensive rebound. Canyon. Diamond again. That one rings in and out. Alasia lines it up. Lid on the bucket, unable to get it to go.
Love to see her make a big shot.
I'm telling you,
we're rooting for it, aren't we?
We're not supposed to openly root, but the heart and soul she brings. The last 7 games she's been quiet. Would really love to see her drop down a couple. Yeah, no fouls was the call, so there is no foul, and taking advantage of that is Maya Anderson.
But you know,
Maya's got 9.
Oh, pardon me, Darren. Grand Canyon really crashing the boards here these last few possessions, offense and defense.
Plus 11 right now. The gap is 11 in rebounding, and that's what you want. Shot clock will be at 10. Game clock at 45. La Mandola runs into traffic. It'll be Grand Canyon basketball. Caitlin and Sifa come back into the game. Wright sits back down, as does Alasia Douglas. Just over a second.
Well, we'll see. Chloe Mann's gonna throw it in.
La Mandola can't get the bounce as the shot clock disappears. "13-point Lopes lead. San Jose State will wrap their season at home March 3rd against Colorado State. That'll be their final foe. Clearing the space, pretty runner in the lane, but off the mark for Anderson. 2 seconds. Caitlin, they were hoping for a whistle and a foul. She didn't get that whistle and the foul. 16-13 the number here in the third for Grand Canyon, and they lead it by 13. It's the final home game of the year.
Old Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Mountain West fans, tournament time is coming. Get ready for MW Madness in Las Vegas.
And away we go.
One stop, one shot, one champion. Who will rise to be the best in the West? Tickets are on sale now. Don't miss a minute of the action this March. themw.com/2026.
Our Sanderson Ford play of the game. The best play on a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. All things point to Diamond Wright.
They do. She's having a career day. The freshman, Diamond Wright, taking the pass from Chloe Mann. And it's been a day for Diamond to make three-pointers, but nice layup there. And Chloe Mann, she's only taken 4 shots from the field, Darren, but she has been a distributor once again, and that's been the message. But Diamond Wright, kind of cool to see, 16 points, 6 for 9 from the field, 4 for 6 from 3 in only 10 minutes of play.
Diamond Wright out of Springfield, Oregon, Willamette High School. She was offered on January 24th of 2024. She committed September 21st, 2024. 2 points in 8 minutes at Oregon in one of her early games back in her home state. 9 points, as we told you, against St. Mary's. She had 6 in 16 minutes at San Diego State in a tough loss. Her parents, Yvette and Daryl. She's got 4 siblings. That Daryl played football at Oregon. Diamond Wright, a career day. And again, just leaning against the fact she'd scored 1 point in 6 games, last 6.
Yeah, but you work and you stay ready.
You hope that's what happens. Allie Cummins has stayed ready this entire game. She's got 15 now.
Yeah, she has led the way for them. For the Spartans, in 30 minutes of play, she has 15 points.
She had 19, 5 of 5 from the floor at San Diego State. As a matter of fact, 5 of 5 from distance earlier this year, Cummins did. That same game, she was 7 of 7 overall from the floor. Amendola, good vision on a pass to Caitlin. And Caitlin turns it over. A little bit firm on the pass, not anticipating it, Inesa.
You know, we're seeing Caitlin Elsholz more minutes here, Diamond Wright. And again, you go all season long. You talk about St. Mary's for Diamond. That was a long time ago, but, you know, it's about the practices. It's about staying committed. It's about learning every day. And then it shows up on the court here in February, almost March.
Well, this is the team that beat the team that no one has beaten besides the team that beat them. That's Grand Canyon and San Diego State. Penetration and a bucket that time.
I followed you there, Darren.
You know what I mean. San Diego State with 1 loss.
Well, that was the signature win, and it was great to see. It was a lot of fun to see that unfold here on the court, their home court. And now the challenge is finish with 4 in a row regular season. Can you win 4 in a row? Can you dream of winning 4 in a row in the tournament?
A triple and a huge day for Cummins. She's got 20 points now to lead all scores. Boy, Allie, really incredible work that time.
Yeah, Allie Cummins just taking over this game from the Spartans' standpoint and giving her team a chance to climb back into the game. They are only down by 6 now, but you're right, Allie Cummins, 4 for 9 from 3.
Yeah, threes will do that. Threes, if you start dropping in a bunch of those triples, that will do it. The 20 points, by the way, matching a number she put up against UNLV back on January the 14th.
Just a nice high arcing shot. Like you mentioned, she's got a real good eye around the basket as well as from distance. Good feel for the game, and the fact that she went to NAU probably doesn't hurt. Maybe she's feeling comfortable back here in the state of Arizona.
She realizes right now, though, in February, it's a lot warmer in Phoenix than it would be up in Flagstaff right now, where I'm sure they've got a couple of more snowstorms to go in the most beautiful city in the state, in my opinion, but there's weather up there for sure.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, but it can get not only really chilly, but snowy. I did see a friend posting pictures of Snow Bowl, and it looked like they got some good snow up there.
So fun, as you mentioned, fun for Cummins, who's from California, but again, that time in northern Arizona. Yeah, she had a 15-point game at Montana while playing for northern Arizona last year. But Allie Cummins in her 89th career game is having one of the games of her life, and good for her. And she's pulled her team right back in this game.
And she's a junior. So again, it's been a tough season. Not as much on the home court, but for sure on the road, these road games, they come in today 0 for 16. But Allie Cummins fighting here today and putting up 20.
Moo Johnson come back on the hardwood. Chloe Mann quarterbacks the offense. She's got a couple of assists. Zunia's got 5 assists, as we talked about earlier. One more pass, but it comes up short on the attempted 3. Interesting thing about Grand Canyon, they've got 19 field goal makes. They have assisted on 15 of the 19.
Yeah, and it's been from pretty much everyone on the roster has an assist today.
They're just going to roll the dice. There's no doubt. San Jose State's going to be firing up those threes. And as Winston Gandy said, we've got to play the way we play, don't play the way they play. I don't blame him for shooting the threes. That's what's going to pull him back in.
Gandy directing the offense here. And it's a turnover.
The next points by Cummins as she skips that pass out of bounds will be the most she's ever scored in a game.
So her career high
20.
is 20 where she's at right now.
Yeah, 20 against UNLV.
You know, Zunia has 5 assists on the day. That leads the Lopes, but everyone getting into the act.
Johnson a runner with a kiss off the window and a home bounce.
Good to see the senior, Carly Johnson, getting on the board, her first points of the day. From the field, I should say.
Yep, her first field goal, as you mentioned. She's got 3 rebounds and a couple of assists. Cummins step back right there. LaMendola to block it.
Wait, a couple of Lopes had a chance at the rebound, but Katarina Anderson absolutely mauled Chloe Mann on that. Just in an attempt to get the ball, but knocked her down.
LaMendola, by the way, with her 23rd block on the year. She is 6th in the conference in block shots.
What doesn't she do?
She does a ton.
What an addition she's been to this group.
Johnson stops, pops, and draws a whistle. Had a pivot as soon as she put on the brakes underneath. Pato whistled for the foul. Second personal, second team foul. 3 years at Arkansas as Johnson makes the first. Had a 14-point game at Vanderbilt last year. Had a 14-point game against Kentucky. You know, those are blue chip names, right? She had some memories. She has had some memories throughout her college career.
You know, these seniors are special. You know, Winston Gandy said they've held tight to the rope, knowing it's been a journey. It's been a tale of 2 seasons for this group. And she's been a big part of that, Carly.
What pretty look to create that shot. A nice job there by Maya Anderson. Just couldn't get it to go. Juliana LaMendola, the triple. Can't get the high bounce to drop in. Jules 0 for 2 from distance, 2 of 7 from the floor. She's got 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Yeah, she's had some big rebounds. She's only been to the line once today.
Into the corner. Nora crashes, tries to grab the basketball. Jump ball, both go down hard. Grand Canyon basketball. Hustle play there from Nora Moo.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, one thing you can count on from Nora Moo is full effort, and there it was on display trying to get them. And Kalia Dillard just rips the ball down, taking Nora Moo with her.
Well, she did a good job keeping her chin up because her nose and her face were headed to the hardwood.
It's been a physical game.
She literally, Nora, just took a look at her elbow and said, what else did I just heard a minute ago?
Well, they get beat up.
Beautiful inbound pass to Johnson, and she draws the foul. That's 3 on Pato. And the third team foul, 5:28 to go in this game.
Big 3 free throws here to pull a little further away. Already up by 10.
And you think about the first couple of months of this season, all of November and nearly all of December, this team had to grind to win just 2 games, just 2. In January and February, they've had 2 3-game winning streaks. They're about to have another as a whistle comes their way. It's quite an incredible story for a team that had just 1 win before they moved into the next phase of their season. To be 10-8 in conference play and hopefully 11-8 if they hold on.
Yeah, it's been a turnaround. There's no other way to describe it. And remember the relief just winning that game against SMU. And Coach Gandy has very much constantly, every time we speak to him before the games, during the week, you know, put it on himself. I learned that the team needed to build some confidence, and I failed them with the schedule. But isn't that really any group, you know, especially a new group? So I think that he feels compelled to say that he wishes, you know, maybe it had been different early on. But what matters is the here and now. And like you started the show, 4 in a row, and then going into the tournament hot.
Nora Moo up with it, mid-range jumper. Looks for some help with the offensive rebound. They're scrapping for that basketball. Alternating possession. This time, it's San Jose State. Gandy's saying before the game, you can't just turn it on when you get to the conference tournament. You've got to create that momentum, and that's what they're trying to do.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university ranked top 20 campus in the country, offers 330 dynamic academic programs informed by industry and student learning outcomes. In addition to federal grants and aid, traditional campus students received nearly $180 million in scholarships in 2022, with many attending for less than the cost of a state university and less debt after graduation. See what scholarships you may qualify for. Find your purpose at gcu.edu/myoffer.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose. That's how we're evolving healthcare, by treating people, not just patients, with innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care. Guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal.
So I'm going to say this in advance. It's going to sound like a company line, and I promise it's not. If you're Winston Gandy, you can apologize all you want for the challenging schedule, and you put it on your own shoulders. I like that. Any great leader is going to take the bullet. But as a whole, this athletic program, they don't schedule soft.
No.
They never will. You look at what softball's doing. Baseball challenging themselves. Men's basketball, the likes of Oklahoma State and downtown early on. I understand it felt extreme with a brand new band of misfit toys collectively put together, and he had to build it really late. But Grand Canyon doesn't schedule soft. They never will.
Well, and it creates a mentality that you want to play anyone. You want to play anyone. You want to compete. And if you end up winning one of those games, then you're creating a buzz. And this team beat San Diego State. If you don't, you're learning. And you're learning what the standard is going to be. And I think right now they're hoping it pays off in the form of, ideally it's an 8-game win streak to end the season. Now, they have every opportunity to do that. And right now they're just taking it one by one. But they secure this one, they can secure a win at Wyoming. That's what they control right now.
That's going to be a tough game. Boy, I tell you, that's going to be a fun one to watch. It's going to be a tough challenge. Cummins is about to get her career high with a couple of free throws.
What is the elevation up there?
7K.
Okay.
7K plus.
So that's we just talked about Flagstaff. That's as you're driving up to Snow Bowl. That's even more than Denver. Some of the higher elevations up there. Wyoming.
Oh, and they let you know about it. That's what makes it fun. They let you know about it everywhere. You can see the elevation. It's posted in every tunnel. Wyoming is 9-18 on the year. They're 6-12 in conference play. Allie Cummins with the career high. We congratulate her. It was fun and has been fun to watch her play this afternoon. Exciting that she has another year to play this sport at the collegiate level. 21 points.
She's had a great game today, Allie Cummins. Congratulations. She's fighting for her team to try to keep them in this one.
It's funny, there are so many things you could argue, and you talk about that San Diego State win and what that does for your confidence. If you're not playing South Carolina, Oregon, UC Santa Barbara, Cal, Gonzaga, all on the road, you beat San Diego State. If you've got patsies and teams that you dominate, do you beat San Diego State? I don't know. There is not an answer, but.
And they almost beat Gonzaga.
Understood.
It's close one, 1-point game, I believe.
Lining up for three. That one off the mark. Another defensive board for La Mendola.
Dougie in motion.
.320 to go in this one. Douglas with the runner. Can't get it to go, and it's short. Grand Canyon's opponents have an overall record this year, 422 and 312. Despite the fact they've moved into conference play, while teams like the Big Ten and the SEC and the ACC have played one another, their strength of schedule is still 72nd in the nation. Again, despite dropping back into Mountain West play. And obvious, you see my point, the SEC, the ACC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, you're going to raise your strength of schedule by playing one another.
Right.
Grand Canyon's still at 72 in the country. Number one in this conference in strength of schedule.
Well, and I think that was probably by design too, moving to the Mountain West and wanting to start off by challenging yourself before you go into that new conference.
Dropped in. Grand Canyon 0-3 in quad 1, 1-1 in quad 2. That near win over Gonzaga. When they played San Diego State, they were in quad 2 at that point.
You know, of all the close games they've had, but San Diego State was a little bit of a blowout for the Lopes. They won by 13. That was not one of those close games.
You're kind of doing a podcast right now, giving you strength of schedule. I'm going to zero back in. It's a 9-point game. This possession, pretty darn important to put this game away. Nora Moo does not get the roll. The defensive monster in La Mendola comes back under. The offensive rebound does a great job. Usually it's on the D board, but the O board was a big one.
And I'm glad you did interrupt the podcast I was putting on because
Juliana
La Mendola comes up with another big play.
I got 9 websites open. I'm looking at RPI team sheets as La Mendola drops in the first. Jules has 6 points.
Well, it's fun to talk about because it is, you know, you want to be on the national landscape. That's how you do it.
I love coaches that want to take the bullet, but I love kind of deflecting what they say because I think you build character, you build strength, and I really do believe this is my first year being intimate with this program and all the programs here. I've been lucky enough to call every sport so far. They just don't schedule soft. Grand Canyon just doesn't do that. They get tied up that time. Grand Canyon holds on to the basketball. And there's kind of a message internally within the athletic teams is, though we may get ranked in some of the mid-major rankings, we don't want to view ourselves as a mid-major. We want to be right outside the viewing of the Power Fours. And the Mountain West Conference is that. But the mid-major talk has kind of gone away around campus.
Yeah, and there's so much exposure to even these broadcasts that we're doing, and then next year it gets elevated to more national broadcasts.
Man drops home the triple. Chloe, that's a home bounce right there. Kate, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, just building on what you're talking about, I've been around GCU athletics for 10 years now, and that mentality you're talking about, even as they were making that transition to D1, that's what's happened in the last decade. That was still their mentality, never afraid to go after an opponent. In fact, no matter what coach you talk to here with GCU athletics, it's that mentality of to be the best, you got to beat the best. And what's so great is they can do it. It's not talk. They walk the talk.
And sometimes when you do it, and it's such a great point, Kate, the D1 transition is such a great point that you bring up, and you are present for that. Sometimes you're not going to win those games. You know, you're going to schedule, you're going to piece the team together, you're going to lose a coach, you're going to bring in a new coach, he's going to build the best team he can as quickly as he can, and you may go 1-10. So how do you respond to that? You know, and we've seen them respond in the second half of the season.
But yeah, Kate makes the great point about the ascension has happened so quickly.
It's crazy.
You know, D1, I remember that, of course, and it was across the board, all the teams. And then, you know, the other thing is you're getting such a great experience here. I know, again, sound like a broken record a little bit, but the facilities, everything is first class. So when you come here, it's like you're at a Power 4 program as far as, you know, maybe not the size, like you have this intimate arena where you can really feel the presence of the fans, but it's an amazing electric atmosphere and the great facilities throughout. You've already been out to baseball and softball, right, Darren?
You bet, called both. They do a beautiful job out there trying to put this game to bed. Grand Canyon up 11, 1:15. Man, little fade. Just a little bit short. Chloe's got 9 points. Winston Gandy calls a timeout.
Thought maybe she'd get that home roll again on that last shot. But now 11 points, 1:09 left, 11-point lead. And, you know, Coach said we've had the 3-game win streaks this year, and one of them was that third win of that mini streak was San Diego State, and that's the last time they did it. And then unexpectedly lost to Air Force, and that started a bit of a 3-game losing skid. If they can go ahead and secure this one and head to Wyoming, you mentioned it, Darren, that's going to be tough, but that will say something. It'll say, hey, we've done something we haven't done all year heading into the tournament. And I should mention Fresno State, you know, they won that game. Fresno State had won 4 in a row. They were hot. They went in there, they won with that win and season sweep of Fresno State, securing no less than a 6 seed.
It's a 1-bid league, too, by the way. And you'd love to spoil San Diego State. They think they have the fast track. You'd love to go into that tournament and just sneak out of there and go ahead, and why not? You know, you want to talk about galvanizing a program. And this is big talk, folks. I mean, for a team that, you know, started as they started, is still dramatically below 500, to win a conference tournament's a long shot. But to do that, you know, whether you have players thinking about their futures, it galvanizes so many things. Even if you play deep, play to the semifinals, play to the finals. Now, here's your story today. Diamond Wright, she's got 17 now.
What an impressive day for the freshman out of Springfield, Oregon. Knocking down the free throws, so poised. I think that's what we've seen from Zunia and Diamond Wright today. And as the season has gone on, just freshmen who have a lot of poise.
So Diamond Wright is playing in her 23rd game. She has 17 in game number 23. She had 39 total in her first 22 games.
Wow.
That's a crazy total. That's a crazy day.
It really is. She's taken advantage of her opportunity. And earlier, I mean, the first half, how fun was it to watch that, Darren? All of a sudden, she's shooting. You know, they shot a lot of threes. They didn't make a lot of them, but Diamond Wright did. They were getting her the ball on the perimeter, and she was knocking them down.
You talk about the net ranking for San Diego State. It's at 69 right now. Grand Canyon, despite being below 500, it's at 125 in the net. So when you go to the tournament, should the favorite, being San Diego State, get knocked off, at 69, they won't get a bid. They won't get an at-large bid. So why not go in and just break everyone's heart and steal that bid?
Take it. And Colorado State, they're another tough team. They're a team that limits the opponent to 40, 50 points. They are so good defensively.
Colorado State has so much respect from Winston. He mentioned them like 3 times in our conversation.
Yeah, he knows that that's a tough matchup for every team in the conference. You know, they scored at GCU, New Year's Eve scored 47 against them, and then they only scored 50 in that rematch.
Cummins looking to add to her tally. A little step back. Why not have a day as it's off the mark? Still incredible Cummins with 24 points. Jules tries to force that one off the window. A little bit of a line drive on the shot. We're at 30 seconds. Lopes getting closer to their 3rd consecutive victory. They're just about there. Shot clock is off. Point guard slows it down. Grand Canyon will call timeout.
Oh, we're going to have a little senior moment here for Casey Valenti-Paya, who's out with an ankle injury.
Oh, that's amazing. Put her jersey on. She's battling an ankle injury, but getting to play in her final senior game.
Love this.
And another talented and injured player. Favor Ajudele will come on as well. Both players trying to fight their way back to health. They'll occupy the time on the floor. And they will get to play, be a part of the box score, be a part of the team, and log a minute in their final games of their collegiate career here at home on Senior Day. What touch and feel for a head coach. And there's the 5-second violation.
Yeah, it means so much for these players to be able to share this moment on the home court here at Global Credit Union Arena.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Been a lot of ups and downs this year for this coach and for this program, but that is a moment of a coach who's connected to his women, connected to who they are as women and what they've gone through. Dougie sits down.
Alasia Douglas, Carly Johnson. Saw the other two seniors that came into the game. Just briefly. Anissa Jeffries, who got to play 1 year of college ball, but made such an impact here. Came into the team late, too, by the way. A late ad, but a great one.
And an amazing player, an amazing defender. Grand Canyon has won 3 in a row. They'll look to make it 4 in a row against Wyoming on Tuesday, then run it back in the tournament and do the very same thing. Grand Canyon 65, San Jose State 52.
Well, that was the goal, be able to match the 3-game win streak that they did 2 other times. Now the question is, can they make it 4 in a row, Darren? They are poised right now to go up and win a tough matchup at Wyoming before the tournament. Senior day, a success here as they win this game by 13 points over San Jose, and another just wonderful day here at Grand Canyon to celebrate these athletes and their careers.
If I'm allowed to on senior day, how about a freshman, Diamond Wright? Amazing what she was able to do. We talked about it, had like 40 points all year long, had 18 alone today. What a story, Diamond Wright, our Global Credit Union player of the game. Jody, this really, really warmed everyone's heart.
And we love the game of basketball and sports in general because you don't know what you're going to see. You don't know that Diamond Wright as a freshman is going to come out and have 18 points here today. 4 for 6 from 3, 3 rebounds in just 14 minutes. So she made the most of her time out on the court. What a promising young lady Diamond Wright is, the freshman from Springfield, Oregon.
Kate is standing by with Lopes head coach Winston Gandy. Kate, take it away.
All right, well, Coach, you did exactly what you wanted the team to do today, stringing together yet another victory. 3 games now. What impressed you the most?
Well, I think that we did a really good job of not allowing the different defense to throw us off the whole game. Sure, it rattled us, but I thought we adjusted. I thought defensively we locked in that second half. And again, we had some different people step up. Diamond, obviously it may have been a career high for her. And that's what we needed. We had multiple people out. So really, really cool to see us come together and send our seniors off the right way.
What are you anticipating as the season closes in Wyoming on Tuesday?
Well, another hard game, another game that, it could be one of those things where high elevation, I don't know who's going to be available, who's not. But like I always say, we have enough in the room and, want to continue to trend the right way heading to the conference tournament.
All right, well, we wish you the best, and we're going to turn things over to one of your seniors, but we're looking forward to seeing how everything plays out in March.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, well, congratulations, Alasia. What a ride you've had here at GCU. What did it mean today, to go out there, celebrate Senior Day, and, of course, extend the win streak to 3 games?
It means a lot. Obviously, it's a full circle moment. Senior Day definitely came sooner than expected, but I'm glad we got the win and pulled it off.
And for you, you've done so much in a Lopes uniform, and you know what it takes to play in March. You have some big victories. You punched the ticket to the big dance last year. With this group right now, what do you hope comes together? You finish off in Wyoming, and as you head to a tournament, or hopefully a championship, but a tournament with a new conference, what are you anticipating?
Obviously, just finishing the season, working on what we need to work on to prepare us for the tournament, and just taking it one game at a time, one practice at a time, and just finish strong the best we can.
Well, congratulations. It's been really fun to cover and watch you here at GCU, but we know the season's not over yet.
Right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, a special day here for the seniors and really for the team overall with this victory. So we turn it over to you to recap it all.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Jody, this has been fun this year, you and I. I'm the one who's getting older. Jody's not, but we've worked together for nearly 2 decades, and many, many years working together around Major League Baseball. Now to be reunited doing this, I know we did some softball together last year. It's been a pleasure to cover this team, to tell their stories, and to do so. I know we both were honored to be asked to do this, both you and I. And I'm telling you, the way we are treated here on campus, the way they do things at Grand Canyon, I think I can speak for you saying this has really been a pleasure this year.
It has been such a joy to come in here and be able to learn about this team coming together, new head coach, all the new players. You and I, it's so natural to sit next to you, Darren, and call a game. So that was awesome. And I've enjoyed every moment of it. And it's kind of sad to see today be our last broadcast with these young ladies and the great coaching staff and our great production crew. I know you have another one with the men here on home court as well, but it's been amazing. And yes, I'm very thankful that I was asked to do this, and especially to do it with you. It's been very special.
Great job, Jody Jackson. And of course, we love working with Kate. She tells stories on just about every broadcast, no matter the sport. Her depth is incredible. Ethan, great job leading the charge and producing all of us. We want to thank everyone in our production team. The building that we have done, led by Al Porteous, has been amazing to see internally. This is all hands on deck. This is run by the heart and soul in Grand Canyon Athletics. Of course, on behalf of Kate, Jody, my name is Darren. Good luck to the Lopes as they head into the Mountain West Conference Tournament. Go shock everyone and grab that bid.
Good.
You hear that? That's football coming back to Louisiana. The Louisiana Rougarou are storing power and non-stop action. Hard hit. Right out in all 28s, the Brookshire Grocery Arena. Tickets range from $24 to $34. Football isn't over. It's just moved inside. Scan the QR code to secure your tickets or visit LouisianaRougarou.com.